Hey y'all, it's Taylor from Tattooedteacherplans. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a review of this new planner and I'm going to lay down my first weekly spread in this planner. So this is a 6-month planner from Lights Planner Action, and I've been following Bess for a long time and I just love her vibe and everything she stands for, and I've always wanted to order from her, but I just didn't really have anything to order. She used to be just a planner insert shop, and she has branched out into coiled planners. And so when everything kind of blew up in the planner community, I was looking into some other options. And this is one that I found that, well, actually I found two. The Print Pressions company, they also do a coil planner, but it is perpetually sold out. So this was my option, and I had heard amazing things about the paper, and some of the other things I've heard are not true, I have discovered, but I am excited to get into this planner. So when I first opened it up, it was in a flat envelope with a plastic covering, and then it came out like this. This planner is the classic Happy Planner size, so it's as similar as I could get to the Life Planner, which is my preferred format and planner. So that's kind of why I chose this particular size. I also like to see my whole week on one spread, so I didn't want to have like a week on 4 pages or anything like that. So I'm a creature of habit and comfort, and so I tried to find something that was very, very close to what I like. So this planner is one that was gifted to me from the EC company, and so I just kind of felt like this was probably not what I wanted to use at the moment. Now, I can't say that I won't ever go back to a Life Planner for my everyday planner, because I love the product, but I am still waiting to see what the company does to do better. So I'll just leave that there, and let's focus on this planner, which is what this review is about. So like I said, this is a 6-month planner. I got 3 inserts, which I'll show you all 3 of them in here. And this is the cover that I chose. I actually chose it on a whim because it was like one of the first ones, because I had heard that EC covers, which I have like over 100 of, probably not 100, but I have a bunch, they fit on here, which is not true, unfortunately. So I have a planner cover here. This is an old one, and I snapped it on, and it works up until you get to the bottom, and then it needs another hole or something, which I guess you could punch another one, maybe. I don't know if I want to do that to all of my covers. So I guess we're gonna go with this cover for the future, but I think if I were to do it again, I would get one of the more personalized covers. She had lots of options. They're all like neutral, like this, black and white. So here is the coil. Her customer service was excellent. She emailed me back and forth a couple of times because I was unsure about this whole process, so I just needed kind of her advice. So she was happy to help with that. So this is the coil, and she had, I think, 3 options, maybe just 2, but I originally said I wanted the large so that I could grow into it, and she suggested the small, which I think was the better option. It is a metal coil, and it has like a black coating on it, which I like a black coil. It seems pretty sturdy for what it is, and it will totally work. This planner doesn't travel anywhere, so. The cover feels like it's 10mm lamination, just like Life Planner covers are, so if you were wondering what the cover felt like. So here's what I did with this. I got 3 inserts. The first insert is the July to September. This is the doodle pattern, and it has a monthly for each of the months, and then your weekly spread. So let's look at the monthly first. So this is what the monthly looks like, and I didn't realize there was a monthly included in here, but it's totally fine. I was just completely out of my element when I was ordering, so like I said, I think I will do better next time. So these are the monthlies that are included in this particular insert, which is a 3-month insert. And I really like the doodle pattern. I got some of her other ones, like this meal planner, in that doodle pattern. I just think it's adorable with the little hearts and everything. And then you get into, so it's just a basic monthly spread with notes over on the side. I like the little flags, but I don't know how that would work with my particular monthly style, which will be a whole other video. I think I'm gonna have to figure out how to do my monthlies now. Okay, this is what I was mainly after, was a weekly layout, because that's where I spend most of my time in my planner. This one is very clean. She has tons of options, but this was the most simple, and this is the one that I was kind of gravitating towards. So it has a this week column and then each of your days, and I like that it's set up this way, where you have a sidebar basically over here and then your week. And then the bottom, like, you don't have any bottom washy area. It's just built into the columns, which I really, really like that. It does have a little bit of a kind of drop shadow on the columns, but that doesn't bother me at all. I just like that there is a divider space between the columns. There were some other planners I looked at, and I like the separation between the days. It just makes it look a little bit more clean to me. So I love this layout. I think it's going to be interesting to try out a spread, which we are going to do in a minute. I'm going to build this week's spread. I have some notes that I kept for this week and this week, so I'll be catching up on all of my plan with me's if you were wondering where they were. But this is just very nice. I like it a lot, and I just love the little hearts. I will probably cover them up on this particular spread or on all of my weekly spreads, but I think I will try to keep them on the monthly spreads. So you have your 3 months, and then you have all of your weekly spreads like back to back, which I kind of wish that the months were in between, but I don't think that was an option. I think it just came like this. Again, total rookie here, so I could be wrong here. Okay, then I have my October to December insert. So there's those, and again, same thing as the last one. It goes straight into the weekly spreads after the 3 months. Now, this is my third insert, the monthly one, and this is in a different style. I can't remember what this one was. Let me see. I'm just looking really quick. Okay, this is the dated monthly script. So this is the script style. I got this one. My idea was that I was going to use this for monthly spreads, and because it had some space up here, and I liked the numbers. But I requested it, like I looked on my thing here too, and I requested that these be put at the front, but they weren't. They were put at the very back. So I don't know if there was just like a miscommunication or something, but they were put at the very back, and this is like a whole 18 months of dates. So I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I got this in particular for this style. But now that I actually looked at a monthly kit in here, it's not going to work. It's not sized how a life planner is. So I may just end up using these monthly spreads and then just maybe like taking these out, maybe leaving like the notes pages or something, and then just taking everything out of here from this insert, because I don't think I will need it. Based on what I have already tried. But I do think this is a really pretty style too. So this particular insert has your 2021 or 2020 and 21 at a glance. And then it has, I had it start in July. So we have just the monthly spreads here. They're very simple and pretty. The paper is really, really nice. It's smooth. I think it's 32-pound paper. No, 32-ounce paper? I don't know anything about paper. Just know that it's very smooth, it's very nice, it's thick. It's kind of my ideal paper. I really like it a lot. So I kind of had intended for these to be at the front, but it may be okay if I'm going to use the ones in these inserts anyway, which I think is probably what's going to happen. Just for ease, I don't know. This is just a complete learning experience for me. Using the same planner for 5 years in a row and then trying something new is, I don't want to say scary. It's not scary. It's just different, and I'm going to have to figure out how to adapt to this. So I do like that it's only 6 months and that I could choose like the order of the inserts and things like that. And I love the layouts, love the paper. I wish that I could use interchangeable covers or something like that, but it's okay. I mean, how often do I actually look at my cover? Not that often. I did go ahead and buy some tabs, just thinking that this might be helpful in finding my months. And I think if I use these, that I will probably put them on the weekly, maybe? Like put the July one on the first week of July, maybe? We're still figuring this out, you guys. Okay, but I do want to work on my first weekly spread just to get a feel for how this is going to work, because this is very different. So the column width is still the same. The length doesn't really bother me at all because I don't use any kind of structure, but I do have to figure out what I'm going to do up here and how much I need to white out at the bottom for bottom washing and stuff like that. So I think I'm going to just sit here and plan, and then I will speed you through, maybe pop in with a voiceover if I feel like I need to describe something or have a comment about the layout or something, but I might just save that to the end. I think I just need to work through this process, so I'm going to I'm going to show you how I put this spread together, good or bad, good and bad, both. We don't know what's happening here. So here's the spread that I have for the week of July 4th. So this is called Freedom from Scribble Prints Co. And it is a very cute kit. It's very like Americana and just kind of sweet. Lots of florals. I think it's very cute. Kind of want to use the deco across the top unless the date covers are really cute. Those are pretty cute. I'll just decide that in a little bit. I just don't know, you guys. I'm very indecisive here, out of my element, but I do like the colors in this. I think it will be fun. Here's the bottom washi, which is super cute. All right, and then I've also got some extra boxes and some glitter headers that I will definitely be using. And then we've got the little Munchkin head freebie. So this is what I'm going to be working with for this week. I'm not changing my style of planning at all. Like, I like my style. I've kind of like defined it over time and I want to keep that. It's just going to be in a different layout. So I think we're ready to jump into this. So let's just see what happens. Okay, so first impressions of the planner so far. So the paper is super nice to write on, although I don't know if this is the right pen. I'm going to keep trying this one. I also think I might try my Villa Beautiful pen and just see, but this is my all-time favorite right now. Stickers need to be placed inside of the black lines, not on top of the lines, and if you peel a sticker up, as long as it's not all the way down, you can lift it easily. But I did kind of rip the paper a little bit up here when I was rearranging. Also, you have very little space at the top if you do want to do something like this with the deco. So I think maybe next time I might try just like putting a date cover right here, maybe whiting that out. I don't know. Speaking of whiteouts, the paper is bright white, so you can see here in this corner, you can see the whiteout on the page because the whiteout is kind of off-white and not bright white. Just an observation. Okay, so far so good. I'm really liking the open format, so let's keep going. So here we are halfway done, and it's going pretty well. I think I had to put a little notepad underneath here because there's no cushion, so my pen kept skipping, but once it has some cushion, it's totally fine. So here's what we have so far, and then we are ready for the other side. So here is how my first spread turned out, and I really like how it looks. It looks very like cohesive how my spreads were in my life planner. So final thoughts on this planner so far. Really, I have some like good things that I really like, and then I have some things I still need to like think about and digest and figure out. So good things that I like: the layout. The weekly layout is great. I really, really like the openness of it, and I think it's gonna be, you know, pretty much what I'm used to. So that's comfortable for me. I like the paper. The paper quality is amazing, and it's just like so smooth. You can even feel the printing on the paper. I did have to kind of cushion this side a little bit with a Post-it, but no problem there. And that will go away once I make this thing a little bit fatter, which I love to make my planners chunky. So I do like the layout and the paper. The print quality is great. I like the size of it and how I can see everything on one page. And I like, I just like the kind of the doodle pattern. It's speaking to me. So things that I am not quite sure about that will make me like stick in this planner for another 6 months after I finish this one. The cover, I really wish that I could use the covers that I have. Obviously, this is a different sizing. This is Happy Planner Classic, so that's not the same. And I just need to like get over that. Maybe I need to order like a little vinyl decal or something with my name on it to make it look a little cuter. What I am not quite sure about is having the months all at the front of each insert. I'm going to have to get used to that. I'm also going to have to get used to the monthly layout and how this is going to work with kits, because I do like to use kits and I want to continue that. So monthly spread will probably be up next week, and we will figure that out when the time comes. Let's see what else. The coil, I'm not quite sure about either. It's sturdy. It's for sure like it's a metal sturdy coil. It's very small though. I don't know once I have stickers in this if I'm going to have all the room that I want, but it could work out, especially if I take out this last insert that I added, which is like this chunk here. If I just like tear this out, since I don't think I will be using it, I will have plenty of room. So that may be a non-issue altogether. Let's see what else. I think I just need some time in it to just figure out this whole new thing, because I'm just so stuck in my ways. I realized throughout this whole like process of trying new things, I am extremely picky, and I like what I like, and I want to find what I like. And I know that I like the life planner, but I also know that I need to try other things as well. So this is an experiment, and if it works, great, and I will order another 6 months. And if it doesn't, then I have a backup plan. But I think that it's going to be okay for sure for these 6 months. Like, I don't have any reservations about using this for the next 6 months after trying out a spread. And I think I'll feel more comfortable after I try a monthly spread. So still a little bit scattered and still like settling into it, but so far so good. And I really, really am excited to see what I do with this planner. It's going to be fun and different for sure. And even though it's not the planner that I used to use, I hope that you guys will stick around and watch Plan With Me's. There will be another one coming up next week to catch up, which will be this week. And then I will plan out this current week. So I'm filming this on Monday, and we'll be back on our regular schedule in a couple weeks. So that's the plan. And I don't know what I'm going to do with the tabs still. I'm thinking I'll probably put it on the weeklies, because that just kind of makes more sense, I think. But I don't know where I would put them. So that's another thing I need to figure out. So still some questions, but I feel much more comfortable now that I've actually planned in it. And yeah, we'll see where this takes us. So I hope that you enjoyed this review and quick plan with me. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and feel free to ask me any questions down below if you are curious about this planner or the process or anything. I would be happy to answer them for you. So I guess I will see you in the next Plan With Me. Bye!